I've been to the Dolphin Island already this morning. I left my house at 6:30. Yeah, they had a groundbreaking for a community center and invited me to come, so I got my first golden shovel today. So.
You'll have a collection.
I'm gonna hang them on the wall.
Okay. Good morning. I'd like to call to order the conference meeting of the Mobile County Commission in preparation for our December 14th meeting. Do we have any speakers?
Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you. We have one speaker, Mr. Nick Lockus from the University of South Alabama. He's discussing item number 26.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Good morning.
That's right. Item number 26 regarding the Mitchell Cancer Institute. I want to thank you all for your assistance again in renewing this contract with the university to extend the 1 cent of the tobacco tax for 10 years to support the Mitchell Cancer Institute operations. As you know, MCI provides about $700,000 a year in uncompensated cancer care to Mobilians. And that's just part of our mission to serve those that don't have the means to get the care they need. And with the portion of the tobacco tax that the Commission contributes to those efforts, doesn't cover all of it, but it certainly helps. And so with that, we thank you again in your hard work in recognizing this need in the community and with the renewal of this agreement. So I will be glad to answer any questions you might have, but again, just here to say thank you and recognize how important this is to Mobile County.
I would just say I appreciate your being here today, Nick, and I think we are all extremely grateful for the work that MCI does in our community and the partnership that we have, so we are pleased to be able to assist.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Hudson. Thank you all for your partnership.
Thank you.
There are no other speakers.
Okay. Mr. Hodge? I thought you were supposed to be gone.
Excuse me?
I thought you were supposed to be gone.
I was, and they canceled it.
Oh, okay.
So I knew that everybody wanted me to be here today. So
We're just thrilled to see you.
that's what I want to hear.
No comment.
All right. Number one, consider approving minutes of the regular meeting of October 13, 2020, October 26, 2020, and the organizational meeting of November 11, 2020. Number two, consider approving the list of claims. Number three, consider approving an investment purchase of the county funds by treasurer for November 2020. Four, consider approving correction to the November 30th, 2020 minutes. Agenda item number 24 for Finance Department office renovations. The total bid award amount should have read $16,400 instead of $16,000. Number five, consider approving appointment of Commissioner Connie Hudson as a member of the Mobile Metropolitan Planning Organization, effective immediately. Her term expiring on March 14, 2022, at which time Commissioner Randall Dewitt shall be appointed to replace her as the Mobile County MPO representative. His term expiring July 10, 2023. To be followed by Commissioner Merceria Lovegood, whose term will begin July 10, 2023, and will expire November 13, 2024. Number six, consider accepting CARES Act funding through the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development for Community Development Block Grant Coronavirus in the amount of $1,754,165 with no local match, and authorize the President of the Commission to execute all documents associated with this award. Number seven, consider awarding subrecipient agreement with Legal Services Alabama, Inc. for the term of December 14, 2020 to December 31st, 2021 in the amount of up to $165,286 of Community Development Block Grant Coronavirus Response Funds to provide legal assistance, representation to clients facing domestic violence, eviction, ejectment, or foreclosure that may lead to the homelessness. Commissioners, on number 8, we need to vote on that today. They want to install and implement it next week. Number 8, consider approving annual subscription agreement with Zoom Video Communication, Inc. in the amount of $1,999 for virtual meetings for the county commission.
So moved.
Second.
Number 9, consider approving contract with the city of Citronelle in the amount of $69,000 from District 1 funds to purchase body cameras and dash-mounted vehicle cameras for the Citronelle Police Department. Number 10, consider approving contract with Council Traditional PTA in the amount of $5,000 from District 1 funds for after-school tutoring program. Number 11, consider authorizing subrecipient agreement with Keep Mobile Beautiful for implementation of the Love Your Community program with funding provided by the County Gomesa Expenditure Plan pending legal review. Number 12, consider approving contract amendment number 1 with McDonald, Alabama LLC to extend to December 31st, 2021, the contract performance period for the Northwest Satsuma Water Sewer Project Phase 1 dated August 12, 2020. Number 13, consider assigning the Architects Group, Inc. for Project Sim Senior Center Improvements Kitchen Built Out for professional services associated with the design, bidding, and construction administration for a total cost of $15,050 as outlined in the attached proposal. Number 14, consider approving requests of the Sheriff's Office to add internally purchased vehicle to their fleet as follows. Number 15, consider adopting resolution naming roadway to be constructed by the county from Johnson Road west to Miracle League of West Mobile, Schmidt Family Park, Michael Speaks Way. Number 16, consider approving contract with Gilliard Elementary PTA in the amount of $16,720 to purchase technology equipment from District 3 funds. Number 17, consider authorizing extending term of subrecipient agreement with Mawa Choctaw Housing Authority regarding the Mawa Park with Walking Trail CBG project to June 30th, 2021. Number 18, consider approving Second Amendment, a professional services contract with Mandy Austin, DVM, and Mary Edmonds, DVM, doing business as Spring Hill Animal Clinic to provide for increase in fees for spade, neuter, and other services provided for dogs and cats at the Mobile County Animal Shelter. Number 19, consider approving Second Amendment, a professional services contract with Beth D. Griffin Overton, DVM, doing business as Overton Veterinarian Hospital, to provide for increase in fees for spade, neuter, and other services provided for dogs and cats at the Mobile County Animal Shelter. Number 20, consider amending annual appropriation contract with Southwest Alabama Workforce Development Council to provide the additional $5,000 from Mobile County Industrial Development Authority funds to sponsor the Worlds of Opportunity sponsorship. Number 21, consider granting an easement over and across the vacated portion of St. Emanuel Street and South Conception Street to the City of Mobile, subject to final legal review, and authorize the President of the Commission to sign all necessary documents.
Commissioners, may I just make one comment on that? I want to tell the Commission that at the City Council meeting this past Tuesday, they unanimously approved the vacation of the roads, which was a long process. And I just want to thank Martha Durant, who spent a whole lot of time and effort to bring it to conclusion. So, job well done, Martha. And the city voted unanimously in favor of that. And it's item number 21 is just a little final housekeeping matter that we need to do to make everything just right with the city. So,
That's good news.
thank y'all.
Thank you.
And so this is the last hurdle to beginning the work that we need to do at the jail.
Well, this is the last hurdle to get the roads vacated, and the work is commencing accordingly. Is that right, Tyler? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. So, sorry, I just wanted to provide that backup, and double thanks to Martha.
Number 22, consider adopting a resolution awarding sole source contract to Environmental Systems Research Institute for the Revenue Commission in the amount of $184,400 to be charged to the state reappraisal budget software. Number 23, consider approving agreement with LL Associates doing business as Chem Station Gulf Coast to provide for application of road base stabilization and dust control for the public works until January 31st, 2021. Number 24, consider approving lease agreement with United Saints of America, LLC, doing business as Chicken Salad Chick for a period of 12 months commencing on December 14, 2020 and expiring on December 13, 2021, with an option to renew for 2 additional 12-month terms pending legal review. Number 25, consider appointing Terry Mosley and Aliska Morgan to the Dauphin Island Park and Beach Board of Mobile County for terms of 6 years each, expiring December 9, 2026, replacing Paul Wesch and Sam Mason, whose terms expire December 9, 2020. Number 26, consider approving agreement with the University of South Alabama providing payment of 0.011 cent of tobacco tax revenues to the university of a period of 10 years to be used to support the operations of the Mitchell Cancer Institute. Number 27, consider approving a revised lease agreement with the City of Mobile for its occupancy of the Government Plaza for an initial annual lease rate of $1,500,000 to be paid in monthly installments of $125,000, subject to annual adjustment for increased actual costs of the city's occupancy for a period of 5 years commencing October 1st, 2020 and terminating on September 20th, 2025. And with an option...
That may just be a typo. It should say September 30th. We typed that wrong. I apologize. September 30th, 2025.
Okay, we'll make that correction. September 30th, 2025, and with an option for renewal for additional 5-year term unless either party provides a notice of intent not to renew at least 90 days prior to the expiration of the initial lease term pending legal review.
Question. So if the intent after 5 years would be to renegotiate any point in the contract, then we would be required to send that letter.
Yes, ma'am. At least not less than 90 days prior to the expiration of the lease. And as we have mentioned, county administration and other departments will flag the dates 6 months, 5 months out, et cetera, so we all know about it. It'll be a new commission at that time. So hopefully there'll be adequate safeguards in place to cover that. And Mr. Hodge and I have talked about that. So,
Okay.
But to answer your question, you're correct.
Okay. So it may not be necessarily an intent not to renew, but it's just an intent to renegotiate.
I think any change of term would require a new lease agreement.
Okay. All righty. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Number 28, consider approving professional services agreement with XMPI Xerox Business Solutions for the License and Revenue Commissioner's offices to be paid by the License Commissioner's Issuance Fund. 29, consider awarding contract to Delta Flooring, Inc. for Michael Square Revenue Department, LBT Flooring, for a total bid of $33,790. Number 30, consider approving MSA work order number 7 with Information Transport Solutions, Inc. for a quantity of 14 Cat 6 cable runs at $150 each at James T. Strickland Youth Center Annex for a total cost of $2,100. And Commissioners, number 31, we need to vote today. Consider approving MSA work order number 8 with Information Transport Solutions, Inc. for a quantity of 5 cart-mounted video systems for courtrooms and judges in the amount of $49,669.50.
What does MSA mean?
Darren will be in a second.
Well, is this reimbursable with
That's
CARE?
why they want to do it today, have it vote on today, so they can submit it to...
I thought that had been the discussion. I
Yeah,
just
for
want to make
COVID.
sure.
Okay. Although. who
If and
knows?
when, right?
Do we need to include that we are doing this to accommodate circumstances occasioned by COVID-19?
That'd be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh?
Need me? Yeah, what does MSA mean? Master Services Agreement.
Okay. I didn't know what that meant.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Okay.
So moved.
Second.
Number 32, consider adopting preliminary resolution and order authorizing the issuance of general obligation improvement warrants, Series 2021. 33, consider approving contract with Civic Plus to provide digital agenda management for county administration amount not to exceed $19,411. Number 34, consider approving amendment.
What exactly will they be doing for us?
I'm sorry.
What's digital agenda management?
I think, the way it was explained to me, that all of the agenda will no longer be a paper copy that's distributed to all of the staff. I mean,
Will we get
unless
paper?
it's-
Will we get
Yes,
paper?
I requested that.
Okay.
But for everybody else, it's going to a digital format.
Okay, so.
Is that right?
Correct. So the actual, I guess the easiest way to say this is what you see now as far as the paper agendas, we're actually moving into the digital age of it, and it'll be online to where we can actually utilize the online version of creating the actual agendas, the meeting agendas.
Okay. Thank you.
And I can explain it more. I'll come up and explain it more to you.
I didn't hear you.
I say I can explain it more to you. I'll come up and explain it more to you.
I think I got it. And Commissioner Hudson reassured me I would still have paper. And that was my concern.
Darren informed me yesterday he was taking us on as a project. He's gonna bring us into the new age and get us used to using, he says, because I told him I like to make notes and my margins is the main thing, and he said that he can accommodate that digitally, so.
Right, and I think Commissioner Dewitt could be one of our sponsors on this, because I know he likes his iPad, and so he could probably share with you guys how he can take notes on an iPad and so forth.
Oh, you already do all of this stuff without paper, if you can.
Well, look at you.
I try to. I try to.
Thank you.
How do you know about my podcasting? Come on now.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Darren.
Number 34, consider approving amendment to the guidelines for the Mobile County Commission COVID-19 pandemic to make the policy consistent with the new CDC and ADPH quarantine guidelines. Number 35, consider taking the following action on bids, and we have one add-on. Add-on reads, authorize EFP, we don't have the number yet, appropriation contract with Mobile County Board of School Commissioners, in the amount of $5,858.22 to benefit the Viger High School band.
Was that on your desk?
That's, yeah,
It may be on your desk.
it's a
See it.
loose copy
Yeah,
that was on there.
I read it. I
Oh,
read
okay.
it before the meeting.
All right.
And that's it, Commissioner?
Yeah, that was me sitting there at the last minute. So I apologize for that. Okay. All right. Ready, Mr.
Are you ready? Very good. Item number 1, recommend assigning a contract for geotechnical engineering design services for our additional lanes on Airport Boulevard project. Item 2, recommend authorizing acquisition of property and acceptance of right-of-way deeds for the deeds listed. Item 3, recommend accepting maintenance of a 10-foot dedicated strip for public right-of-way along the north margin of Airport Boulevard and the west margin of Eliza Jordan as reflected on that subdivision plat. And this would be for our Airport Boulevard intersection improvement project. And we can also use some of that right-of-way for our new 5-laning of that segment of Airport Boulevard from Snow Road westward. Item 4, recommend approving preliminary plat only of Dees Plantation Phase 3. That's a 40-lot subdivision out there in Commission District 3. Item 5, recommend approving final plat of Chapel Creek Phase 2A and accepting road rights-of-way as shown on the subdivision plat for the following streets: Redland Street and West Pete Moss Avenue. and accepting the roads in the subdivision for maintenance by Mobile County together with the drainage system as it affects the said roads. And this is in Commission District 3. Item 6, recommend awarding the bid for the drainage improvements at the intersection of Jeff Hamilton Road, Repo Road, and Cottage Hill Road to John G. Walton for their bid. Item 7, recommend adopting a resolution setting the following speed limits. And Commissioners, we're just running into a situation where there's just more and more development out there in West Mobile on some of these 5-lane curb and gutter sections, making it imperative that we reduce the speeds out there slightly, so that would accommodate that. Item 8, recommend awarding the bid for Hilltop Road and Walther Road to Southern Land Development for their bid. That's one of our 2016 pay-as-you-go projects. And then item 9, recommend approving the assignment of contracts for the professional engineering services to the following listed design, construction, administration firms and the geotechnical testing firms for the 2020 transportation pay-as-you-go program. And that is currently it.
Anything? We stand adjourned until Monday morning.